All right, thanks Ani for picking up the topic for me. Um, let me start here with you guys. How many of you really smoke today? I mean, generally, how many of you really smoke? You smoke? Anyone else?
Struggling to quit.
Yeah. So you smoke too, right? So okay, so I want to bring to your attention, why does somebody get into smoking, right? Or what is the purpose of somebody picking up a habit of smoking? So why don't you tell me, why do you smoke?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a way to get away from, working. Like it's a way to take a break. Like you sit in front of your computer, some people walk away from their desk, walk around. Some people go outside to take a break and smoke.
Okay. How about you?
Well, what is the reason for smoking? To calm the nerves.
Okay. So this is exactly what I've been reading too. What I've been reading is people tend to smoke for a couple of things. There is media frenzy. Everybody thinks it's glamorous. All the heroes or actors smoke, right? So there is a glamour to smoking. The way the ads have been relayed, there's a lot of media, push behind smoking. And then there is this whole machoism, right? That there is smoking. And pardon me, guys, I hate smoking, right? So I'm going to say real bad things about it. So pardon me on that part, okay? But there is a whole media push behind a lot of advertisement, and when kids see this, they get into smoking. So I have done a little bit of study, and there is some personal experience behind my life around this, wherein I started hating smoking, right? So myself, I never smoked in my life. It was just the reason my dad told me not to, so I never smoked. But I know my cousin did, and there are a lot of other friends I have, they smoke, and there's a lot to it. So I want to cite you an example here, wherein I started analyzing this whole thing, and the reason why I started analyzing, right? So I have a cousin, and actually I had a cousin, I should say, because he started smoking when he was like 25, similar reasons, okay? And when he was like 40, he had a 4-year-old kid, and I was here, he was back in India, and my brother actually relayed his pictures to me, his video. He got mouth cancer.
Oof.
Right? So it was sad. He kind of was struggling with it, and he was very, very dashing guy, very strong build, amazing. I was really admiring his, physique all throughout my life. But when this happened to him, he got so lean. It was really bad, and 2009 August actually he passed away. It was a very simple thing, and the only thing that impacted him was smoking that he used to carry for. And at that point, actually, when I saw the video when he was in the hospital, it was like he really wanted to take away all the smokes that he did in his life. Just take those cigarettes out, right? Because he loved his family, he loved his kid, 4-year-old, right? It was like the prime time for him to play with the kid, and this is what happened, right? So that's the point in time when I started, starting pushing my messages on the Facebook, understanding things, and really, guys, I care for you. Don't smoke, okay? So I started pushing my rally around this and started understanding what are the repercussions of smoking. So this is what I found out. When somebody smokes, okay, your body cells are pretty much kind of, when you inhale smoke, every cell in your body are kind of toasted, pretty much like the way you toast something in a microwave or something, right? And when the cell replication happens, normally every cell replicates, right? That's how you kind of remain fresh with the fresh quantity of cells in your body, okay? So there's a reproduction piece that keeps happening. At the same time, there are certain cells which go into a scientific term called apoptosis, okay? They basically die after 60 days. Every cell dies after 60 days, okay? But when this replication happens, and when you force this whole microwave kind of smoke onto those cells, what happens is these cells fail to replicate in the right fashion. They basically mutate. I mean, anybody constrained to that kind of environment are going to not replicate in the right fashion, and that's what happens. When they mutate, they become like a single smoke, right? Has roughly like 40 carcinogens. Okay, like a single cigarette has 40 carcinogens. So these are so emphatic to cause this mutations, and when it mutates, these cells become cancerous, and they don't really allow you to die after 60 days. They don't basically die. The apoptosis process in our body basically fails, and the cells no more basically die, and these become cancerous. They kind of start replicating without death, right? And when they replicate, they're worse, right? They're worse because already they had mutated. Now they're going to mutate further in a worse way, right? They are not supposed to function that way. That's what it is, and they start doing some other function in the body, right? And slowly there is something called a lymph system, wherein this thing really gets into. Once it gets in there, it's called metastasis, wherein the cell really gets throughout your body. All of a sudden, though you had a mouth cancer, that's what he had, you start getting stomach cancer, kidney cancer. Every part of your body becomes cancerous. Okay, and that's kind of like the terminal state of your body. Okay. So my suggestion, guys, when you see somebody smoking, tell them, why do you want to push something you care for? Like your cells in your body are like your kids, right? Or something you should care for. Why do you want to push something that you care for so much into a microwavable environment or a oven environment and literally kill them and eventually kill yourself? Thank you.